Today we are in Grand Forks and we are on what is called the Waterfront Trail. I'll let you take a guess as to why it's called that. Anyway, I didn't think to actually film hardly any of it, but we're fixing my daughter's helmet. This particular trail, it goes from the city park, which unfortunately is under construction right now for flood mitigation. So we actually parked down on the seed farm, I think it was called. There's like nursery and seed farm, and it goes over a really cool little train trestle, and it's an old trestle bridge. I'll try to get a video of that as we go over. This particular small part of it is gravel, and as a mom with a little kid who is enthusiastic about biking but not always very careful, this particular stretch gave me a little bit of anxiety because there isn't really much stopping him from crashing off the path and directly into the river, but the rest of the drive is pretty good. So my hubby and I have been walking, and the kids have been going up ahead and coming back. We've seen quite a lot of bear scat, so I feel pretty good about bringing 2 cans of bear spray just in case. You never really know for sure, so better safe than sorry. But it comes right behind the big rock wool place here, which is actually kind of cool because we could see some of the materials that they use, and it's kind of neat seeing the backside of a factory. And apparently they've been really big contributors to keeping this trail maintained and paved and all that, so that's pretty awesome. So this is the one part that is gravel, but the rest of the trail is paved. I'm not sure if it's gravel because of previous flood damage or something to do with the proximity to rock wool here. Maybe they need to be able to drive on this with heavy equipment, or perhaps the pavement wouldn't be up for it. I'm not really sure, but it's fairly wide. I don't know that I would want to take a wheelchair on this, but it is quite firm, and the rest of the paved path, it's quite nice. Hey, Princess! She's got her streamers on her bike that she's very happy with. She's a great little biker. Cool. Anyways, it's 3 kilometers to the city park from where we were. And actually it was a little more because we parked further away from the train bridge, about 1 kilometer away. And we ended up not going all the way to city park. We wanted to do the other bridge that goes over the river, but as we got into the area, which I believe is called the South Ruckle area, I'm not really sure, I'm not a Grand Forks-ite, the mosquitoes were just, they were vicious. We're wearing bug spray, but we crossed the road, got into this really kind of swampy area, and we were just being eaten to the point that Gabe was screaming because they were biting him through his jeans, and they were covering me, and we just said, you know what, we've come far enough, and we just turned around, and we basically ran back to the parking lot next to Rockwool, where we hastily pulled the bug spray out and gave ourselves all probably a toxic second coating, and with any luck that'll help keep the bugs off. But now that we're clear of that area, the bugs seem to be gone. But this is just a gorgeous place to walk. Like, I love all these purple flowers. I'm not a fan of the Horrealism because, of course, it's terrible for our fields, terrible for horses, but these purple flowers on the fence are just absolutely gorgeous. Anyway, if you ever want to check it out, I recommend it. Just wear really, really strong bug spray. I will try to get some pictures of the train bridge in a little bit. A note, if you're biking on here and you like to go fast, this is a family trail. So if you see little kids who are still learning the rules of the roads, perhaps slow down. My daughter pulled off to the wrong side, and some people were biking through here a little faster than I would think you should be when you see little kids. And one of them nearly crashed into her, which, yes, she should have pulled over to the other side, but she's 7. She's learning. And if she had been crashed down on the ground or something, they probably wouldn't have had time to swerve around her. They likely would have ended up over their handlebars. Someone's pet cemetery. It's actually kind of cool that they weed whacked here, I guess, so people can see. I'm not sure if it's just a private pet cemetery or if it's public, but it's kind of cool anyway. I don't know what these are called. They're like giant dandelions. Whatever they are, I love them. If you know the name of them, let me know in the comments, because we just call them giant dandelions. And I'm sure that every flowerologist is probably seeing red. Let's see if he can make it up the hill. It's a little bit steep. Not for like an adult or apparently even a 7-year-old. She's having no trouble. But his little legs might have to work extra hard. My fat short legs are having to work extra hard. Wish I had long thoroughbred legs like my husband does. He's wearing cowboy boots. Not exactly what I would call proper hiking attire, but he makes his choices.
Better than what I usually wear.
And his butt looks good, so he gets to do whatever he wants. Now we are on the cool old bridge. What do you think, Rhiannon? Do you think it feels haunted? Yeah, I think so too. You can see the river. Beautiful little place right beside. Lots and lots of rivets. Don't drop your phone. Don't know if you can see, but I hear people underneath us. I think we're on top of a party. Don't pee off the bridge.
Alright, keep moving.
I'm going to try really hard not to drop my phone at all. There's a big rope swing here in case anyone feels adventurous. Very cool. Nice and cool now. When we first came over this, it was very hot. Now we've got some shade. Now Daddy's anxiety can resume to a normal level. He doesn't like bridges. I don't mind bridges, but I freak out when the guardrails are not really anything that would stop a small child from falling through. I would not let my kid bike across this, because if they fell, I mean, that's game over. So we're using different power poles and a little information booth as markers for where the kids can bike up to and then come back. It feels pretty safe. We did see some bear scat, but it looked at least several hours old. So overall, really nice trail. I just wish it had more shade. I'm sweating buckets. You can blow it.
May I please keep one of
Turn sideways. Turn that way. There you go.
May I please keep this seed?
Blow? No, don't keep any of the seeds. Very good.
That's really rough.
Can I get a big smile? Beautiful.